Hello, everyone. It's Friday, and that means it's time for Muppin's Sewing Emporium. I am Cheryl. I am Cheryl Muppin Whited. I am your host here to you live through the power of the internet in beautiful downtown Paducah, Kentucky, where we are having a wonderful day. Hopefully, you are too. My friends, it's gonna be it's gonna be a fantastic day. Tammy is here. Hello, hello. If you're out there, just go ahead and tell us that you're here. Say hello. All of that fun stuff. We are co-streaming on YouTube and Facebook on the many channels. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful day. I have been doing a lot this week. I know I said so. Those of you that popped in last week noticed that we weren't here. I have had just a heck of a time getting back into the groove of things. Feels like I have 100 million things to do, and yeah, so I apologize for not being here last week, but we're here and there are a lot of things that I have to show you. I've been a very, very busy little bee. So if you are out there, hopefully you're having a wonderful day. I know we've had a very busy week in the store. Lots of people this week from the East Coast. Don't sometimes we get a lot of like the states that are attached and local to Paducah. This area of Kentucky, you can get to Indiana and Illinois and Missouri and Tennessee really quickly. This week, it just feels like it's been East Coasters all week long, which has been kind of cool. I have so many cool new things to show you. But this first one, you're gonna you're either gonna laugh or cry. I don't know. This one's kind of a weird thing, but we got this in for the 250th for the United States, and this is Uncle Sam. He is, I am affectionately calling him like a porch sitter. He's the kind of big stuffy doll. His head is about as big as mine. He's fairly big. Let's see about how tall he is from the ground. I'm going to say he is a good 4 feet tall. So about 48 inches when you make him. He is fully, he's got legs. He's got arms. Now, my friends, the 250th anniversary of America is coming at a very, very, very interesting time for those of us who are Americans. And you are probably like, Cheryl, I don't know that I would ever want an Uncle Sam doll. Hey, I get that. And perhaps he is the kind of person that you can explain why you are upset with the state of things. Or maybe you are pro everything and you just want an Uncle Sam to sit in amongst your 250th anniversary of America collection of stuff. Either way, he's kind of a cool thing. I think he kind of looks like a nutcracker. So I say go ahead and just applique a little mouth on him that looks like nutcracker teeth, and you can just tell everybody he's a nutcracker. But you either can use him as, a confidant or, take out your frustrations on him. Your choice. But he is a panel, and he is currently available right now in the shop. So, again, Um, you know, did we know we were going to be in this position in the state of the world when we ordered him? No. So take that for what you will. So we've got Uncle Sam here. He is in the online shop right now. Hello, Jerry is here. Hi, Jerry. How are you doing today? And you know, we've got some pretty cool things. Okay, one of the things that people ask me for all of the time, they ask for these literally, I feel like every day, every couple of weeks, I get a request for this. And that is our t-shirts. And we have not had our own brand of t-shirts the in the system in a really, really long time. So our first t-shirt is, of course, our classic. You are watching me, so you are doing awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And you know, everybody used to ask me, where did you get that t-shirt? Here it is. These are back. They're back in stock. We have large, extra large, and 2X. That's a good indicator of how big this logo is on the t-shirt. These t-shirts are pre-shrunk, so they will not shrink in the wash, and they have oh gosh, I went the other way with that. There we go. They have wonderful screen printing on them, so we're back in business in carrying the big t-shirts. I know you are all super excited. These literally, since we've been here in Paducah, we've only had them one time in the last 4 years. We found a new fabulous printer, and of course, we've kind of worked out a lot of the kinks when it comes to our various tariffs and things like that. I am happy to report the t-shirts. Our t-shirts are at regular price. They have not changed in price since we introduced them 10 plus years ago, and they are $25, and they are $25 still. And the other part is that we also have the t-shirts for the skull logo t-shirts. Hey, Kristen, thank you. You do need these. These are fantastic. Now, can I just tell you that making this drawing ages ago now, I'm going to say it's been about 6 or 7 years since we brought this t-shirt design out. And as you can see, it is a skull. And we back out a little bit. You can see it a little better. Jody! Yes, I know, girl. I am excited to have these back in stock finally. So I did all of the individual drawings on this in this collection, and then very carefully placed each one so that it fit in here. And I am very excited in how it came out. Can I just tell you that for those of you that know me, there is our heirloom smocking template. Aren't I cute and clever? Anyway, very excited to have these two t-shirts designs back in stock. It's been a while. I am so over the moon with our printer. And yes. Now, Dina, I have to tell you, Jody, No problem. I will see you maybe tomorrow. You got it. Okay. Now, Dina, I have to tell you, I have my original skull shirts as well, and they still the quality of the shirts that we buy, my shirts are still in good shape. Even, I mean, my original one is at least 10 years old. I will tell you that the way that I keep my black t-shirts looking their best is I do not put them in the dryer. I hang them to dry. So they go through the regular wash, but then I hang them up to dry. And I feel like that preserves the uh, the screen printing really, really well. But I know so many people who have these original ones from like back in the day, and they still look great. But if yours is perhaps seen better days, then it's time and they are in stock. So I'm very excited that these are back. One of the really cool things was we were able to find a printer here in Paducah, and um, there's always that little like nervousness when you're sending like out your pride and your joy, and you're like, I know how this shirt's supposed to look like, and it has to be exact, and I don't want it to look any other way. And to get it back and it's just like just how you expected it, it's always a very like nerve-wracking kind of situation, but it came out perfect and we're so thrilled. So shout out to our new Paducah printer. And again, these are unisex shirts. They are pre-shrunk. They are what I call a soft style shirt. So if you you get those t-shirts and sometimes they have that like uh almost that like heavy cotton feel. These are not that. Those real heavy cottons, I don't care for. Oh, Dina, you have the 3/4 length shirt. So yes, so that shirt, um we are planning on bringing back long sleeves and 3/4 sleeves in the fall. So now that we have a good printer, we can absolutely start putting this on all the things that we've always wanted to do. So I'm very excited about this as an option. So, but yes, I will tell you that for whatever reason, this screen print always comes out great, and it launders really well on this particular style of shirt. So I'm very excited to have these back in stock. We will have them for Quilt Week. So if you're coming for Quilt Week, we're going to have these during Quilt Week as well. So, shoo, I'll tell you, it has been a real adventure trying to find a new printer. But once you get a good printer, you hang on to them because it turns into a whole thing that it's really tough. Anyway, very excited that these are back, and I know that you are going to really enjoy these as well. Now, a couple of weeks ago when I was here, we talked about a panel, and this panel is fairly new. It is from Riley Blake, and it is called the Serendipity 2 pouch panel. And usually with these pouch panels, they come with all kinds of little like all kinds of cool things on the panel, and you really don't realize just how cool the panel is until you make it up. And can I just tell you, this has got to be one of the cutest panels that makes a heck of a lot on one panel. I think you're going to love this. Okay. So this is called Serendipity 2. It's going to be in our panels section. And the first thing it comes with is this kitty cat pincushion. And oh my goodness, is this not the cutest little kitty cat in pajamas you ever did see? Super, super easy to put together. It is about, I want to say about 8 inches long. Is that right? Yeah, about 8 inches long. So I mean, it's pretty decently sized, and very, very simple to put together. So Charlie told me that it looks like Pee Wee Herman from the Pee Wee Herman show when he's flying around and he's got the little flying body that just has the arms and the legs sticking out, and then the head. Well, that's kind of what this reminds him of. But anyway, this is on the panel as well as 3 zipper bags. Now, if you've seen the other pouch panel that we've carried for, I want to say about 6 or 7 months now, the other pouch panels make 3 zipper pouches as well. This one, though, comes with, I want to call it like a mega zipper pouch. And these zipper pouches, what they recommend is that you use a fabric from either the collection or from your collection. And we do have the Serendipity 2 cheater, the hexagon cheater, to go with this. So my recommendation is, if you get this panel, the Serendipity 2 pouch panel, you pick up a yard of the Serendipity 2 cheater to go with it. So that will be the interior of 2 of the 3 bags. All you add for the bags is the stuffing inside of your bag, and then the zipper. And on 2 of these, you'll need an additional bit of fabric. You could absolutely use this from your stash. Does not have to be from the panel or from the collection, but we do have it if you want it, which I think the little hexagons are super, super adorable. So these all come with the all of the bindings are part of the panel as well, which, a lot of us are not used to making bags. We're not, if you're quilters, you're probably not into the bag making side of things. But look at how cute this is. Now, this one's using a double zipper, but it came with the material here that goes on the inside. That's on the panel. And so is the very, very cute bindings. Those are on the panel as well. Now, there's one more zipper bag that goes with this collection on the panel. I haven't finished making it yet. So I've been a little running behind on my projects, because I had to get the Uncle Sam panel doll done, and I got this far with this particular pouch panel. I adore these panels that make something cute and cool. This is absolutely something that you could make and give to friends as gifts. The pin cushion, the zipper pouch. This is great for taking your notions to class, taking your notions to your retreat. The website, it also suggests that you put some like leather handles on here, so you can attach some third party leather handles, and then this would be almost like a it could almost act like a little mini purse if you put handles on it. So of the panels that we've been carrying lately, this one, this one is a cute winner. Dina, I agree. This one's a winner. I mean, look at how big this panel or this pouch is, and all you do is quilt it, put the bindings and the zipper in, and there are very simple, very easy instructions on the panel on how to do it. There's a video link, and you go and just watch the video, and that gives you all the information you need. Now, look, I am not a bag person. I do not make bags for a living, okay? But if I can be successful with this and it came out this cute, so can you, okay? Because the instructions are that good. So I think you're really going to like this particular collection. It's the Serendipity 2 pouch panel. And there are other pouch panels there on our website that you can take a look at. So if you wanted to, now is a good time to check those out. Okay. So like I said, I always feel like a panel isn't, it really shows itself off once it's made. And this pouch panel is no different. When you make all the stuff up and you see that this plus one more zipper bag is on this panel, you're going to want it, right? Because it's just so darn cute. So, my friends, go hurry up and get this one before it sells out, because, you know, as you know, once we get things in stock, it's it's hard for us to get them back into stock. We have to convince them that they have to print more. It would be a cool project for kids, absolutely. Especially learning how to put zippers in and things like that. I mean, those things can be super intimidating, and I think that, for beginners, these are perfect because they come with videos that you can stop, you can rewind, you can watch them again. Sometimes that's all we need, is just that little bit of encouragement of like, what did they just do again? Okay. So I love that. I love that for these panels. I think, go into our panels section. We've got some really, really cute stuff right now. Okay. Now, a few months ago, we had gotten in these sashiko samplers. These are essentially, what these are called are hitomizashis. And hitomizashi is a type of sashiko that you do the stitching in a straight line, okay? And then you go to the next straight line and do that one. And you do all your north-south stitching. And then you come back and you do all your east-west stitching. And hitomizashi means one stitch or one direction stitch. And sashiko means little stabs. And that is what you are doing when you are doing sashiko. Sashiko is a stitching technique from Japan, and this has been so popular since we brought these in from a needlework show a couple of years ago. And this whole sashiko section that we have brought in has absolutely taken off. And I have to tell you, I've got new collections in, and we've restocked our favorites. And I have to say, for a long time, people were like, oh, I don't know, Cheryl, skulls. Okay, it says skull right on it. Okay, skulls are not like cool or hip or whatever. They don't sell well. Let me tell you, this is my number one seller. I cannot keep this skull edition in stock at all. So we've gotten them in. We've taken kind of a larger position on it so that we hopefully will not run out. But the skull designs are back in stock. We have also restocked everyone's favorite trees. Okay. And this one is really cute when it is stitched up in a green sashiko thread. And we do have some color sashiko threads in stock. So this one is also very, very popular. It's another one that's very hard for us to keep in stock. So I like to say, as you see them, this one here is Forest. Okay. So if you like them, get them. And then, because again, we have to get them from Japan. Now, for those of you that are into the various parts of the sashiko, this here is a sampler, and the back here shows you the different stitches that you will learn on this little sampler. Now, a lot of people take this sampler and they cut it apart, and then they use these smaller sections as patches for their jeans, for their jackets, their favorite sweatshirts, and things like that. It's very visible mending like. Okay, so you can take these, use them as patches for, stitching. You just place your fabric right on top of the area that you're stitching over, and you stitch through all the layers, and you do these the exact same way that I was just talking about. You stitch all your north south and then all your east west, and the design appears as you finish all if you cover all of the lines. So it's really, really cool. Can I just say these are $12. So for, pre-stamped from Japan, the cloth is about, I want to say about 13 or 14 inches square. For what you're getting and the pre-printing and all of that, there are English instructions inside. This is a fantastic deal, and you'll learn something new. You'll have something fun to stitch on. I just absolutely love these. We did get these in stock, so these are back, and I'm very excited about these. But we have something new from the same company, which is the company is called Daruma, and Daruma now have these true indigo sashiko samplers, and as you can see, the sashiko samplers are more traditional sashiko, essentially sashiko designs, right? And so they have the name here in Japanese, and then they're in translated in English. So this is called the wave crest pattern. This one here is, we call it orange peel in America, but here it is called Seven Treasures. Okay. And then this one is just connected right angles. Very funny name for it. But and what you do is you stitch over the lines in your colors or in your white sashiko thread. And we do carry the white and the navy, or sorry, indigo sashiko threads. And what you'll see, is just you'll stitch over the dotted lines here. Now, these are all these little dotted lines, they are printed in a wash away ink. So if your stitching does not exactly cover the line, it will just wash away if you launder this project over time, right? So it's going to wash out. There are English instructions inside, and the See how it's got even the little arrows to kind of direct you into which way to stitch? All of those little directional lines will wash out when you're done. And so this is a way to have the more traditional indigo sashiko that you might be familiar with the white thread stitching. And it is a great way to learn how to do that and practice that. And again, these are $12. Now, these particular ones are so new. They just came in today, right as I was leaving the shop. So these are not on our website yet. So if you want to wait until placing your order until tomorrow, the 14th, these will be up and ready for you to purchase tomorrow. And so again, we've got all of our traditional hitomi zashis and our new versions of the sashiko. So yeah, Jerry, I mean, like I think that would be a bad idea. You would eventually have just like no lines on there to stitch it all. So that's not a good plan. I had somebody once, they were like, "Oh," I said, "Oh, these are all marked and it's with a heat erase. So do not press this or all these lines will go away." And the first thing the person did was press it, and it was just like, "Oh boy." So, yeah. Marsha, hello, how are you? Welcome. I'm very excited that we got these. And again, like this has been a really delightful surprise in the shop, because traditionally you think of getting these things from overseas, they're going to be exorbitantly expensive, and for $12, like it's it's a really really good deal. So I'm just kind of over the moon with how these have come out. We also did restock our sashiko needles. I know you're like, "Cheryl, you told me I can use your needle for everything," and you can. But some people prefer to have the traditional sashiko needles, so we brought those in from Japan as well, so that you can use that with these if you like. So once again, don't look for these on the website today. I just got them in, so they'll be in the system and online for tomorrow. Okay, so a couple other things that are brand new. This one is not on our. This one is on our website, but we do carry quite a few needle minders, and we have some new ones. And I'm very. I just love how these are just so darn cute. You've got this one here that's got some fancy stitching on this spool of thread. This one is by Beverly McCullough. She is also online as Flamingo Toes, and she's a very famous designer for Riley Blake. And so we have a restock of most of the needle minders that we carry from her. So take a look for that in our notions section. But we have a brand new one that we just got in, and I have to say I'm pretty excited about this one. But it is a needle minder that is the Remember Me Memento Mori. And this one, my friends, again, for those of you that don't know what a needle minder is, you snap this, you take the magnet off and put your fabric or whatever in between there, and you use that to stick your needles to, so that you don't lose them when you are designing or doing your binding or putting it in on your project. So it's all in about how to remember how to find your needle when you need to go find it. and it's basically a babysitter for your needle. And these Memento Mori ones we have yet to put on the website, so they are coming soon, because again, I haven't had a chance to get them up online since they just came in. So and also, weirdly, they didn't come with any packaging, so we had to create the packaging for them. So that's what is also keeping, but that is the needle minder that's there to keep your needle nice and tidy and some place to keep it while you are sewing. So we've got the Memento Mori ones in stock as well. Okay. So we've got a couple of new fabrics that just came in. And I think we're reaching the end of the spring collections, and we're getting ready to start doing some of the other uh, seasons. Okay. I know, like here in Kentucky, it doesn't feel like winter anymore, but it also doesn't feel like spring. So we're kind of in that weird in between stage. I'm gonna pull this off of here because I feel like untying that knot is gonna take all day. This is a brand new collection that we just got in this week, and it is from Poppy Cotton, and it is called, I think it's called My Darling Deer. Deer. Jerry says this looks like headstones in the old cemeteries around Boston. Absolutely, that is what it is supposed to be. And they often had like the words "Remember Me," and they were considered to be, um, you know, that was the skull, the original skull imagery, um, and is what I consider the skull imagery in my estimation. The like the skull that you see, right there on the screen, right? That is because we want to leave behind our good works. Um, so that's what that is. That's why I liked bringing that one in. Okay. So this collection, as you can see, very, very floral, very spring. Um, it's rare that we have them going into these purples. Okay. Usually, we see a lot of pinks and blues, but not so much with the purples, which is why this one I felt had a little bit more to offer. So the first one here, you've got the deer, you've got the doe, you've got lots of florals. This is kind of like a dusty lavender. It's not quite like a pale lavender like this one here. It's a little bit darker, but it's got kind of like that dusty um, coloring to it, which is kind of neat. We've got some serious florals in this collection. Um, and I like to make the joke, and I do this a lot. Florals for spring, groundbreaking. Yeah, from The Devil Wears Prada 2. Because can we get a spring collection that doesn't have like bunnies and flowers? There's more to spring than that, but not according to Poppy Cotton. I do like how these go together, though. They will make a very, very sweet quilt, a very sweet collection here. We've got the cream background with the birds uh, in the lavender color, which I really like. Here is what we call the hero print. Again, we've got the deer, the does, just very, very cute. Then on into this blue colorway, which I absolutely love. Um, this, I think, is a really, really pretty fabric. And then this one, and then the birds in blue on the blue background. Very, very sweet. But in the pinks, it's also very sweet. And I do like that these can all go together. This would make a really, really great quilt. I forget how many pieces are in this collection. 15 fat quarters here. So you've got, again, that floral print. So you've got that collection in about five in each colorway. So you've got the pink colorway, you've got the blue colorway, and then you've got um, the purple colorway. So you've got kind of got a nice mix here. These will mix and match really well in the same quilt. So if you've got a quilt pattern that calls for 15 fat quarters, this is going to be the collection you're going to want. And it is called My Darling Dear, and it is by Poppy Cotton. They're fairly new on the fabric scene, but they are coming with some real winners, and they've got kind of that sweet, floral, shabby chic kind of aesthetic. And if, before you say like, Cheryl, I do not think of you and shabby chic going together. We like to bring in a little bit of everything because you just never know what people are going to want. And as the seasons go, if this is still on the shelf, it's there. Somebody will discover it and love it. So that's this is brand new, just came in this week, My Darling Dear, and you're going to find this in the fabric pre-cuts and bundles section. And this collection here is $60 for the whole bundle. Okay, and then we've got this lovely, and there we go. This collection, uh, Charlie, Charlie and I have this thing where we order the fabric like 8 months ago, and then it shows up and we look at each other like, do you remember ordering this? I don't remember ordering this. Do you remember ordering this? And so we had a little bit of that back and forth with this collection, and I have to say, we're we're still kind of laughing about it, because we do not know which one of us picked this. I have a feeling he did, but I think he's going to say that I did. um, but if you look at this and Charlie, this has got Charlie written all over it. This is the kind of stuff that he picks. This is called Ambleside, Amble, Ambleside. It is by Amanda Niederhauser. That's a heck of a name. And there are 22 fat quarters in this collection. And so let's go through that. So we've got this one here with the robins on them. I just adore that. I think that's really sweet. This has got just a touch of this peach color that you are seeing everywhere this spring. I feel like every collection we brought in this spring has a touch of this peach color in it somewhere. So you take that for what you will. This, on the other hand, feels very William Morris, very Art Deco, Art Nouveau, very, very much floral wallpaper. Okay, that's why I say this has Charlie written all over it, because Charlie tends to go towards these wallpaperish fabrics, which I am not complaining about one bit. I think that they're absolutely fantastic. Now, this cream color is overprinted in white, so I know that's kind of hard to see on the screen, but it's cream overprinted in white, and you'll see this design in a darker color later. that will give you an idea of what the shapes are. But again, it's very much like this one with the wallpaper look. This is like a dusty gray cream color. I can't describe this very much any other way. It's not quite cream, it's not quite gray. It's taupe. Is that the right word? Taupe. Um so this is kind of like a taupey gray and has got these little flowers on it. And then it goes into this sort of basket weavy looking print. And these little tone on tones, people really love these. Into the pink colorway, you've got this sort of floral toss. And if you've heard me say before, in fabric, when you see the fabric shapes going in every direction, that is what they call a toss. That means you can cut this in any direction and it won't, it's not a directional fabric. This is a directional fabric. And again, it's kind of got like a soft, dusty model, like sheen, not sheen, but like a color over it, right? It feels like um it's almost like it's aged. I mean, it's brand new fabric, but it feels older, if I'm making any sense there. Okay. So you've got that, and then you've got that tone on tone print again, with the little basket weaves, and I think that's really, really cool. Now, I do like that um, the robin is still a robin. Okay, they didn't change the colors of the robin in this print to be like a different bird altogether, like change the colors of the robin. The robin is still a robin, which I really like. And I like it on that sort of rust background. It's sort of like a rusty red. And here is that wallpaper print in the rusty red. This would be very cool on our third floor as a wallpaper. So again, with the robins, I like again that they didn't change the bird to be like a different bird altogether. And then out of nowhere comes a text print. And these, I believe, are names of cities in the UK. And so you've got different names. So I thought that was really neat. Again, with the what do you call this? That basket weave. Yes, thank you, Mariana. Welcome. How are you tonight? Here's that floral toss, again with the little tulips. I have to say that for a spring collection, it's not over your head, like beating you with the florals too much. It's not quite as obnoxious as the last collection. The last collection was like flower, flower, flower. This at least breaks them up with the basket weave print, the text print. I like that. So here's even two more of that wallpaper print. Okay, you can just see the different colorways. I just love that. I love it in the blue. Here is that one that was the cream color, but now you can see the actual design. The white on the cream color, it's very hard to see what the design is in the camera. It's better, you can actually see it better in person, but you can see here exactly what the designs are on this blue and navy print. And then we go back into the greens, and you've got like more of a true green rather than these are more teal, and this is more green. And there's that tone on tone again. That's very exciting. I just love that. Charlie would say that that looks like a face to him, but it's not. It could look like a face. And then the last one in the collection is again the text, and the text again being the cities around the UK. So this is called Ambleside, and it's a really, really pretty collection. A lot of people, if you have decor, people are calling this decor 90s Home Alone chic. Okay. If you watch the Home Alone movie, you'll see a lot of that green and the red. Um, and sort of these kind of heavy drapery wallpaper looks, and but they do make beautiful quilts. So this is the Ambleside collection. This one here is 75. It's 22 fat quarters, and I think it's very pretty. So once again, this would be a collection that you might want to add to your fabric stash. And yeah, so that's what's come in the last week, 2 weeks. um I know I wasn't here last week. Just things just got kind of overwhelming last week, trying to get everything done. I was trying to also get our newest bolt collection out. Okay, so if you did not get this week's email, it is very important for you to know that all of the fabrics that are on the bolt. So if you go to our website and you click on fabric and you click on yardage, all fabrics on the bolt are 20% off until the 21st. So you have a lovely 2 weeks-ish to get some fabrics off the bolt and help us make some room, because we have 3 major collections coming in April, and we do not have the space for them. So it is time to get some fabrics on the bolt out the door. So is this last fat quarter set online? I believe so, but let me just double check really quick, because I am pretty sure it is. And I will tell you I will actually link to it here in the comments. But you go into fabric and then you go to bundles, and it is not there. Oh my goodness, I am fired. I You're absolutely right. It is not online. It will be online by tomorrow, Dina. Just like the other things, it's not online. It will be online, and it will be called Ambleside. And that is 100% my fault. See, this is why you guys keep me in line. Marsha, thank you so much. It's very good to see you tonight. There's a lot going on, and there's only one of me. And I promise you, that will be online. The Memento Moris will be online, and the new Sashikos will be online by tomorrow. So check tomorrow by noon Central. They will be up. I promise you. Okay. So those of you who are watching this late, they will be up by noon on March 14th. Okay. Just in time for the Ides of March, my friends. Like I said, it's been crazy around here. We've got the 20% off fabric on the bolt. So that's the first one. Don't worry, that's continuing on until the 21st. That does also count if you come into the shop. So if you're coming into the shop and you want to buy fabric on the bolt, it's going to be 20% off as well. The other thing that happened this week is Tula Pink's social media team came into the shop this week. And oh my gosh, you guys, her quilts have been delivered to the quilt museum, and it is gonna be insane. Thank you, Dina. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. Tula Pink is coming to the Quilt Museum during Quilt Week, and I may or may not be able to say that she might visit the shop. Okay, so we're planning on this summer of Tula. The team was here this week. It took us by complete surprise. We didn't know they were coming in. It's been a crazy week. So please forgive me for not having everything online yet, but we will very shortly. And you guys, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Take care of yourselves. Get some sewing done, I hope. And I will see all of you next week. Marcia, I know, wow, it's crazy, right? It's good news. So take care of yourselves. I will see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.